Hello and welcome into the 2024 Heart Football Media Day. The Heart is excited to feature all 14 of its programs this week for Heart Media Day. I'm your host and Heart correspondent, Jillian Carroll Latrinko. Next, we are pretty stoked to be hearing about Peru State College. We are joined with the Bobcats head coach, Coach O. We also have student athletes Ahmad Baker and Zahir Washington with us. Guys, thanks so much for your time. We're going to jump right in. Coach, you're coming off a great run at the end of last season. You went 5-2 down the stretch. Can you talk about how that went for your team and how you hope to maybe bring some of that momentum into the 24 season?
Yeah, we just had a lot of maturity. We played a lot of young guys last year. Even at the when I looked at the roster at the end of the year, we had 13 of the 22 were freshmen and sophomores starting for us. So that probably has a lot to do with why we actually started to hit our stride in the second half. And you could actually even see it in spring ball. We actually thought we were better in spring than when we were in the fall, just as a team. So really excited about that.
Awesome. And you have Ahmad and Zahir with us today. Can you talk a little bit about how they impact the squad on and off the field?
Yeah, we have two great young men here. We have to my left, I got Ahmad Baker. He is from Jacksonville, Florida. He's a 3-year starter, great student athlete. He's part of our leadership group. He doesn't say much, so we want to get him in front of the camera here. You know, we're excited about that. I know he was excited about that. His family will enjoy that, and done a really good job on and off the field. Everybody kind of looks for him as leadership up front. So I got two big guys here today. I love the big boys up front. So we got to show them plenty of love because they don't get much for stats. And then the other young man that I have is Zahir Washington. He goes by Ziggy. Give him a little bit of love. I'll make him smile a little bit. He's got a good old smile. Ziggy's a trench guy, plays on the D line, real nasty up front. He's the 3-year starter. He's informed me that multiple times that he deserves a lot of love because he has 3-year starter. He's on the leadership group. He's on the volunteer fire department at Peru State, or actually in Peru. Unfortunately, one thing I would say is every time there's a fire, he seems to be nowhere to be found. I don't know what the story is on that. But he's really involved in the community. And then he was telling me about his part-time job. Well, probably full-time all summer. He takes care of some pretty naughty kids up in Nebraska City. He's taking like a boys and girls club or something. I don't know what he has. So I think he's a celebrity up there. So he'll probably have a section or two in the stadium. We're excited. Those are two young men in our program that will be juniors eligibility wise, but have done a great job representing Peru State.
Ahmad, coming your direction first. How would you describe your style of play?
I think I like to play fast and physical. I like to make sure the guys around me know what they're doing. Also, if they ever got a question, they can lean on me. No confusion. Just make sure everybody's sound and smooth, and make sure I can answer any questions anybody have.
And what are you most excited about for this upcoming season in particular?
I think as far as the front wise, I think this year is the year that we finally put all the pieces together. This past 2 years, we've been trying to play with different people. We have some different transfers and stuff come in, but I think the chemistry this year is going to be the best we've ever had so far.
Well, the culture and the chemistry is evident just chatting with you guys right now. Ziggy, coming your direction. What's been your most memorable moment as far as playing for the Bobcats?
Let's see. Probably when we beat Baker my freshman year. That was the first time we beat them in who knows how long. So that was probably a momentum win for us, for the program in general.
Mm-hmm. And how much have you enjoyed playing for Coach O and the entire coaching staff?
It's been nice. You know, it was rough to start off with because the coaching staff that recruited me left immediately. But Coach O came in and kind of pieced together a makeshift spring ball his first spring. But it's been nice ever since then. You know, he finally got his staff down packed. They've put us in position to win. So everything's finally fallen into place. I feel like this will be the time where everything looks to be 100% together.
All right, Coach O, coming back to you. Your team plays at the famous Oak Bowl in Peru, Nebraska. How much does your team enjoy playing there, and how much do you enjoy having that stadium for your game days?
Well, I think it's it's the crown jewel of the conference when it comes to stadiums. And then the support from the Bobcat family is unbelievable. We'll get great crowds. First couple night games will be probably sold out. Uh, and it's just an experience. Everybody loves playing there. And now in the north end zone, you'll actually see we've got a brand new indoor, $15 million indoor that they'll be able to see, a brand new weight room going. So the school's going in the right direction, brand new scoreboard. All that's going to take place actually in the last 12 months. And we're also building a little Oak Bowl in the south end zone for all the kids. This summer we started building so they have a place to play during the games. And so it's really a family atmosphere, great place to be. Tailgating spots are almost sold out. So the place to be. And if you need tickets, just call me. I'll hook you up.
I love that. Thank you. Could you, aside from, of course, Ahmad and Ziggy over here, who would you name as far as a really big impact player, kind of maybe one or two on each side of the ball?
Yeah, so offensively, we returned 19 of the 22 in the two deep. So that's a really big deal. The guys that had started last year, we had Colby Tibbetts as a guy up front, Caden Luna are guys up front. I'm just going to name a couple of those guys up front. Colin Shields is our starting quarterback this past year, but it will be a really good competition through fall ball because we've got some older guys. And then we lost our starting tailback, Keon Henry Brooks. He was the biggest loss, but and then we had a young man, Jordan Kemp. He was an all-conference player for us. He's really good. We didn't put him on the Zoom today. He likes to. He goes over the top. I think he said we're going to win a national championship last time I put him on here. And then again, we love him. Yeah, I knew what I was going to get when I put him in front of the camera. And then defensively, we returned 7 of the 11 up front. Okay. And Zahir will be one of the older guys. We were able to bring in some guys up front because we did lose some guys. The secondary, we have 2 young men that played safety that were freshmen that were all conference players for us. Duke and Ashley Thompson. Sorry, there's so many names. I got a million people calling me. So love those boys. They should be able to take the next step. So really excited. I think both sides of the ball we've much improved.
Ahmad, coming back to you, what are some team goals for this season for Peru State?
Obviously the big one, if we can win it all, we want to win it all. I would like for us to try to win every home game. I know that was like a thing before at least my class came in. They were undefeated at home. So if we can try to get that rolling again, I think that would be cool. And then I'll probably say try to rotate guys more. I think if we can get like a bunch of people on the field this season, I think that would be cool also.
Coach, I know this is another kind of could be long question, but just talk to us a little bit about your coaching staff and the impact that they have on your guys' success.
Yeah, we've been really fortunate to keep our staff for the most part. Last year we had some staff members that got sick during the season, and so we were a little short-staffed, and that was part of it. Now we have a full staff. It'll be the biggest staff we've had since I've been here. We've got the legendary Lou Varley, who is the Godfather. That's his title, Godfather, Chief of Staff. Coaches our tight ends. Coach Varley, this will be year 51 as a coach. So he's kind of that's why he gets the title Godfather. Yeah. He's the great one. Defensively, we have both of our coordinators back. We got Sean Wilkerson, who works with our linebackers, and then we got Wade Halverson, who works with our DBs. We got a brand new D-line coach, Coach Dave, as he goes by, and this summer he spent a lot of time at the Pass Summit, with the NFL guys. So he's very knowledgeable. We're excited to have him on staff. And then on the offensive side of the ball, we return everybody. Coach Stallings, our O-line coach. I know these guys love him. He'll have the boys ready to go. We don't put him in front of this. He never has sleeves on. He's a cutoff guy. So he's the true O-line coach. We love him. He's the best. and he played for me years ago.
Oh, cool.
And running backs coach Fritz is moving over from the defensive side, and then there's a couple other coaches that haven't been named yet, so I can't say their names yet, but there's some protocol with that, but they'll be joining us too.
Very cool. Zahir, coming back your direction, how do you hope to step up as a leader for this season?
I'm more so kind of not really a vocal guy sometimes. I am when I have to be. So for me, I feel like I need to be more of a vocal guy rather than just a lead by example. Everyone loves a lead by example guy, but everyone also loves a guy that can put us in the right direction with his words and then go and lead the same thing he's speaking about. So more so being a more vocal guy, more lead by example guy on and off of the field.
And coach, coming back to you, you get to kick things off with a cool situation, right? So non-conference game at Hastings last year, lost in a tough overtime battle. How much are you looking forward to that game?
I think we're all looking forward to it. It's going to be at their place. I know it's going to be a big game. First game, it's you don't have to really motivate the boys; they'll be ready to go. This time, we'll make sure to try to finish it on the back. So really excited. We're really excited for Peru State to get a chance to represent the college. The president is unbelievable. The board of trustees, all those people have really supported us. We got the program going in the right direction, and a lot of it has to do with them, the faculty and staff. And so we're excited to get to represent them in front of Hastings College, an in-state team, and we've been able to. We're going to try to create a little bit of a relationship as a non-conference game as we go forward too.
Another kind of unique element, Devin Adams was such an impact player for your team over the last few years. Can you give us an update on him, how he's doing and where he's playing professionally?
Yeah, so Devin, of course, was probably the most impactful player in the conference these past couple of years. He, of course, took the next step in his journey. He initially went to the New England Patriots, was with them for a little bit, just because in the NFL, you never know if you're going to have a guaranteed spot. So there was not a for sure at some of the places. So he signed a contract with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in the Canadian Football League. And I think 4 days later was pretty much starting. Last time I looked, he was leading the league in sacks. And so he's going to position himself to have multiple, probably NFL opportunities moving forward. So I'm excited for him. It's always good to see him. He always brought great joy to the group. So we're going to miss him, but we're excited for his future.
Very cool. Well, Coach Ahmad and Zahir, really appreciate your time today. Thanks so much for hanging out for Media Day, and best of luck in this season.
Thank you. We appreciate your time.